If you're wanting to know some exercises to create a shoulder blade strengthening workout, we have 3 in this video for you to try out. These exercises we've got are lower traps resistance exercises. The lower traps sits in between the shoulder blades and anchors, helps to anchor the shoulder blades. So that's where the focus is with these exercises. The lower traps and the area in between the shoulder blades are typically quite weak and lazy. This weakness in the area could lead to neck, shoulder or arm symptoms. So it's a really good area to try and target with exercises. We'll make suggestions on repetitions, and for these exercises we're going to be using a blue TheraBand, which is extra firm and is about 1.5 meters long. At the end of this video, I'll go through what to do if the strength of the band or the number of repetitions isn't quite right for you. My name's Claire, I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFit Health. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can keep updated with the videos that we publish. All of these exercises we'll go through can be done in standing or sitting on a gym ball if you want an extra challenge. The first exercise, you're creating a Y shape with your arms. Now with the band, I find it easier if you hold the ends of the bands and just loop it around your hands just a few times, just to take up a little bit of slack. Can make it, a bit more comfortable. So once you've done that, you're starting with your elbows close to your body, and your elbows are bent to 90 degrees. Your shoulders, now you're thinking about your shoulders down and you're thinking about squeezing your shoulder blades together, and that's really the point of all of these exercises. Keep that brain focused on squeezing the shoulder blades together. With these arms, as you are breathing out, you are going to straighten your arms and bring them up and out wide into a V shape. Now you're continuing to think about squeezing the shoulder blades together, shoulders are down, and then you are slowly returning your arms back to your start position. To then start again, arms are out straight, bring these arms out nice and wide, you're creating a lovely V shape, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then you're slowly going to return. So that's your Y exercise. With your Y exercise, you want to do 3 lots of 6 repetitions. The second of your exercises, you are going to create a T shape with your arms. You've still got the band looped around your hands a couple of times. Now, when you're starting this exercise, there's going to potentially be just a little bit of slack on the band, which is fine. You just need to try a couple of repetitions just to figure out how much tension you want on the band or not. So you're starting with your arms out nice and straight and in front of you. Thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. You're breathing out as you bring these arms nice and wide, and you're creating that T shape. Now you're thinking about these shoulders down, and you're always thinking about squeezing these shoulder blades together. And then you're slowly going to return your arms forwards and then bring these arms out nice and wide into that T shape. So throughout the whole thing, you're thinking about squeezing these shoulder blades together and the shoulders are down. With your T-shape exercise, you want to do 3 lots of 6 repetitions. The third exercise is creating a W shape with your arms. Elbows are bent to about 90, shoulders are relaxed and down. Now I want you to bring these elbows out just a little bit wider than your body. That's your start position. I'll just turn so you can perhaps see the start position just a little bit easier from that direction. Now your elbows are staying nice and still. It's just your hands that you are going to bring out nice and wide. And then slowly you're returning your hands forwards. You can be breathing out as these arms come out nice and wide, and you're breathing in as you return them forwards. So with this one, when the hands are coming out nice and wide, that's where you're creating your W shape. You're always thinking about squeezing these shoulder blades together throughout the whole of the movement. And you're repeating your 3 lots of 6 repetitions. Those are your exercises. You are creating a Y, T and W shape with your arms to create your shoulder blade strengthening workout. As you've probably noticed, the general theme of these exercises is to get the brain to focus on the area in between the shoulder blades to make sure that's working. When you're wanting to focus on strength, you actually want a heavy band and you don't need to do that many repetitions. So if you're finding you can go through the repetitions and it's quite easy, then you want to increase the resistance of the band, make it just that little bit stronger rather than changing the number of repetitions. If you are noticing other areas around the shoulder working rather than in between the shoulder blades, potentially in between the shoulder blades is quite weak, and so other areas will take over and do the work. In which case what you need to do is actually take down the resistance band, just make it that little bit lighter. Focus on the area in between the shoulder blades and you'll slowly get stronger, and then you can increase the resistance of the band. With these exercises you want quality, and you definitely want to get that isolation and make sure in between the shoulder blades are working. We've got links in the description below to videos we've created on how to choose the right resistance band and how many repetitions for strength exercises if you want to investigate this further. Subscribe to our channel and we'll see you soon.